Hello, crypto world. Welcome to the Chart Historian. My name is Justin, and on this channel, I delve deep into crypto charts, exploring chart structures, fractals, and patterns. So today, I'd like to talk about a subject that is near and dear to many XRP holders, and that is XRP bull runs. So I was asked in the comment section about my thoughts on how high an XRP bull run or the next XRP bull run could go, and my reply was $10, give or take. And the reaction was, that's very conservative, and I agree, it is very conservative. And the reason why it is conservative is I'd prefer to err on the side of being conservative, and maybe and likely it's too conservative, but I think it's safer to err on that side than err on the moon boy side and be ever waiting and ever disappointed. So that is not to say that my thoughts for the next XRP bull run is around $10 only. It can go much higher. Let's delve into historical precedent and see what history has to show us regarding XRP bull runs. So the best place to start is at the first bull run. So here we are back in 2013 at the very first bull run that XRP had, and it was quite a bull run actually. So what I'm going to show you, and I've talked about this in some of my previous videos, but I want to delve into it a little more. So XRP has this massive bull run really, and then not too much later in its history, it has another bull run that didn't go nearly as high. Let's throw a Fibonacci retracement level on these two bull runs and see how they compare to each other. Okay, so it got above the 0.382 level, did not get to the 0.5 level, but then after this bull run, it goes through a time of sideways range-bound time, and then it hits this massive bull run that goes well beyond the very top, the 4.236 level of this Fibonacci extension, and it just blows it out of the water. It goes above it, but then it consolidates and does, and this is what I want to focus on. So it's not just one bull run. What I would like to suggest is a series of bull runs, and they are separated by consolidation. And really, this consolidation, folks, is the same as this consolidation, and the same as this consolidation, and the same as this consolidation. It's all the same, just a matter of size. So structurally, these are all the same, all these consolidations. Some last way longer than others. So if history is a potential guide, there is a chance, and it's speculation at this point, that we could see, let me take this off right here. So there is a chance that we can see something like this play out again. Of course, when it plays out, it's going to be a unique expression, a unique occurrence of this same pattern, if this pattern is at play, which I have a hunch it might be. So let's go further down in time and see how this could apply to today. Okay, so here we are looking at the last big bull run that took place right here in 2018, and then the current bull run that just took place. And as you can see, it's the same setup happening, where you have the first one that's much higher and the second one that's not quite as high. This is the transition, so to speak, that went from this plane to this plane. So it skyrocketed. It went so high compared to what it was over here. So what I see happening, and again, this is speculation, I could be wrong, but if you place a Fibonacci retracement level on here and bring it down to that capitulation point, so it's gone a little higher. It's gone over the 50% line. If you choose to bring it down to here, which many people do, it's still roughly the same, above the 50% line. So now this one has gone higher than the other one, than this one, but it's the same structure that's playing out so far, where you have one bull run that went quite high and the second one that didn't go quite as high. So next, and this is the part that we are going into right now, is this sideways range-bound time, just like it happened here. It happened here as well. And just like it happened here. So it's going to happen here. But then after, I think we could go into a time where we see something like this, one bull run, and it will be followed by a consolidation. But this consolidation may, if history is any guide, it's not going to be a one that takes years and years and years to play out. It will be short, as it is here, and it will lead to another amazing bull run. So if you copy and paste the previous section over here and paste it onto here, okay, so I copied and pasted that fractal. It's one thing to be aware of with fractals, and especially when you stretch them like this. It's a guide. It's not something you can use as a precise measuring tool. So in the previous one, this one was basically at this level. And we may see, if this plays out again, we could see something around that level too. Instead of down here, it's further up. But the first bull run, I mean, that puts price around $17. It could go higher. And then the second one, if history's any guide, would be around $150, $149. So that is, again, on a more conservative analysis of it. Let's move that fractal, make it a little bit bigger, and see what we're looking at. Okay, so with this aligned with the peak there, of course, it doesn't line up quite there. That brings this one to around $20, which is, I think, a possibility. And the second bull run that followed would be somewhere around 170. I mean, it could be any little move can make this move drastically. I've done it before to where it's around 200. So like I said, it's a rough idea. It's not something you want to hang your hat on and be dogmatic about. Technical analysis, especially this kind of stuff where you're projecting way into the future, it's speculation. As this develops, I will develop my thoughts and opinions on it as well. And also another thing to note, this does not mean it is going to take to 2028. That is not an accurate projection of time. But what it is it's a basic kind of idea of if things continue to be cyclical and play out, which XRP is a repetitive chart, you could see something like this in the works. So it's a series of bull runs. So you have this one, wherever it goes to, it would be a smaller consolidation if history's any guide, and then it would lead to the much bigger one. So how this plays out and when it plays out is yet to be seen. So the reason why I come up with the round number of $10 is because the top of this Fibonacci extension is around $13.60. I may be off a little bit on that. However, I've seen bull runs that don't make it up there. Sometimes they go to the 3.618 level, and that's around $11.65. And then there's some that even don't make it up to that. So I prefer to play it on the conservative side. Do I believe that there is possibility for it to go much higher? Yes, definitely. In fact, what sold me on XRP is looking at the chart and realizing, man, this thing has potential to do quite amazing. So yes, I believe that XRP certainly has the ability to go over $10. Will it do it in this next bull run? I think there's a good chance, but I will also be conservative in my speculation of the next bull run. So there is a little more waiting from a chart perspective, but there is exciting times down the road. And how this all plays out, what will be the news events that bring it into this and into that, if history does repeat itself, I don't know. Maybe it could be the lawsuit and then adoption. Who knows? Who knows what the news stories will be around that. But so what's coming next is this phase right here, folks. We have finished the decline, and once we have finished this kind of sideways range bound time, that's when it's bull run time. You know, if you have any questions regarding XRP or have any ideas for videos, you should put it in the comment section. If it's something that I'm able to answer, I'd be glad to make a video on it. Also, if you have not hit that subscribe button yet, you should hit it, because I cover XRP on a regular basis, and that way you'll be notified whenever I put out new videos. If you did find value in this video, please hit that thumbs up button. It means a lot to me. One last important thing, I am not a financial advisor, so nothing I present here should be construed or used as investment or financial advice. That would be a mistake. I'm a guy that looks at charts. I am not a financial advisor, so that is something that's way out of my realm. I'm so glad you caught this video. I hope you catch my next one. Have a great day, and bye for now.